Hello. Hello, chat. Hello. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Fix my hat. Hope everybody's doing well today. If you're not already, make sure you subscribe to the channel. If you'd like to support the channel, I have Cash App available. So if that's something you'd be interested in, go ahead and check that out. Links in the bio. Hope everybody's having a great day. I am. Got some cleaning done. Made a few dollars. And that's about it. If you're joining us for the first time, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you hit that like button. Just that little thumbs up. It really does help. Subscribe, subscribe, subscribe. I'll also be hitting Twitch later on this evening as well. If anybody's interested in that as well. Just be hanging out. I may or may not play a game. Most likely not. But if you want to come hang out, join the chatter, join the conversation, you're more than welcome. So, with that being said, welcome to E-Money Herd's YouTube channel. Make sure you check out some of my other videos as well. My most popular video, Your Friendly Neighborhood Deathclaw, a Fallout 4 clip that's nearing 140,000 views, so check that out. It looks like we've got some more Dr. Disrespect news, huh?
The crazy story of Dr. Disrespect.
Let's see what's going on.
And it has so many twists and so many turns that no one can look away. It is truly fascinating to watch this whole thing play.
I'm very, very interested to see how this whole thing with the doc plays out. I don't see him ever truly bouncing back from this. Some other stuff, yeah, I'm sure, something else could have been overlooked, but something along the lines of messing with underage people, it's going to be a hard one to get away from.
Now, and as of this morning, just a few hours ago, he has now deleted the tweet that
Dr. Disrespect has deleted his post on X admitting to inappropriately messaging a minor. So that initial tweet that he put out has been taken down. I'm not sure what that means. The only thing I can think of in terms of why he would be doing this and even attempting to make a comeback, he's got some bullets loaded in the chamber. He's locked and loaded, and he's got something that he's just waiting to drop on everyone. I don't understand why he would do this otherwise. He doesn't seem like the type that would just come in here blind, without some backup, without some good solid evidence.
Controversy for him, and this is the tweet right here. As I've said many times, I don't care what some weirdo that worked for Twitch had to say. I don't care what some blue-haired Landwell with pronouns in their bio had to say about Doc, because those weirdos are always going to be fake victims, and they're always going to have someone that they need to go after based on the latest NPC update that they're receiving from their mainstream overlords. They're probably crying about Elon Musk right now because he did an interview with Donald Trump, because, of course, Orange Man bad. But in terms of Dr. Disrespect, I have said consistently, forget what all those weirdos have said. The most damning piece of evidence from a public relations
This is it. Yeah, from a PR standpoint, he has to have something big hidden up his sleeve. He has to. For him not to, he wouldn't be going out on a limb and being so public right now. And unless he didn't absolutely have some type of physical evidence exonerating him, for lack of better terms, proving his innocence. But at the same time, this tweet is just, it's so damning. Lean towards inappropriate. What does that mean? Was this a guy? Was this a girl? Depending on which one it was, the implications are huge. But if it's the latter of the choices, it's like, well, is it fucked up? Yes. But it could also be looked at as locker room talk, you know? But at the same time, there's so many variables that play into this. How old were they really? 17, about to turn 18, and it's a guy, and you guys are just like having some off the wall bro talk with each other. Like, yeah, it's a little weird, I guess, but I mean, it's two dudes at the end of the day. However, that does not apply to conversations with an underage girl, for obvious reasons. The implications are much bigger. I'm not saying it's right on either end. If you're having inappropriate sexual conversations with a minor, no matter what the gender, you should be reprimanded. You should be punished, because there's no excuse for that. But I'm just saying that there is a line to be drawn, you know, when it comes to, you know, guys talking amongst themselves. So it's just something to keep in mind. I hope that makes sense.
Point against Doc is this tweet right here. This is what makes it so bad, and he has now deleted this tweet. And in particular, in this tweet,
if you guys notice, I keep looking off in this direction. I'm constantly keep an eye. I'm also, let me rephrase that. I couldn't get my words out. I'm constantly checking my cameras.
These were casual, mutual conversations that sometimes leaned into the direction of being inappropriate.
That sometimes leaned into the direction of being inappropriate. Again, what does that mean? That is such a loaded sentence. Leaned towards inappropriate could mean so many things. And that's why I think he has some solid evidence that he hasn't dropped on us yet. I think we all, I think a vast majority of us took those few lines in that tweet that he made and just ran with it. Were there Twitch whisper messages with an individual minor back in 2017? The answer is yes. Those are in his own words. Were there real intentions behind these messages? The answer is absolutely not. These were casual, mutual conversations that sometimes lean too much in the direction of being inappropriate, but nothing more. What does that mean? Was it locker talk? Was it the doc, you know, bullshitting with a 17-year-old dude who's a fan of his, you know? I don't know. Be interesting to see how this all plays out.
Eagle happened. No pictures were shared. No crimes were committed. I have never met the individual.
No crimes were committed.
Regarding a civil dispute with Twitch, and that case was resolved by a settlement. Let me be clear, it was.
I think this was all, in my opinion, I think this is all set up. Did he do something wrong? I think so, but at the same time, I feel like this was a huge setup on a certain platform's behalf.
Background banner. And the background banner shows the torn up tweet talking about the Twitch ban.
Yeah, he's dropping these little hints, like, it's like, you know, it's like you just don't know. Wait till it all comes out. Type of situation, you know?
He has deleted that tweet. So it's obvious.
Or was his initial attempt at making a comeback, was it a complete failure? Well, did it just completely blow up in his face? And has he decided, you know what? I thought I could, I thought I could maybe, with the help of all my followers that I still have managed to hold on to, maybe with their help, I could get over this. I could get past this. And was the outcome not what he expected? I mean, he was attacked immediately after dropping his one of the latest tweets recently, where he was barking back at some of the people that were making comments about the whole minor situation. So I don't know. This will be it'll be very, very interesting to see how this whole thing unfolds. I got a feeling, my gut tells me that he's got something on these people, that he's just biding his time. He's waiting for the perfect moment. He's going to leave a little trail of breadcrumbs, and then when the time is right, he's going to pounce and he's going to let everything be known. That's what I see happening.
Going on with Doc, and we don't know exactly what the next step is, but he definitely has something planned, and we all are going to be guessing as to what those next steps are. If you go to his Twitter account, the most recent tweet is the "I'm playing chess while everyone else is playing chess."
This is where they tore him up.
He got ratioed on this one. I talked about this in a video, but he did get ratioed.
He got destroyed.
164,000.
Little brainwashed woke boy putting out Dragon Ball Z graphics with Kendrick Lamar lines. You really got me. I'm glad you're back and hope to hear your side of all this sooner than later.
It's about a 50-50 split. Obviously, he does have a huge following. He has a huge fan base. There's no doubt about that. I've never disputed that. I never will dispute that. But as you can see, the tweet in question is now gone. The most recent thing, besides the one he deleted that he discussed things, are still up.
Yeah, this was his initial, the first tweet he dropped. Listen, I'm obviously tied to legal obligations from the settlement with Twitch, but I just need to say what I can say since this is the fucking internet. I didn't do anything wrong. All this has been probed and settled. Nothing illegal. No wrongdoing was found, and I was paid. Elden Ring Monday. This is the one that set it all in motion for me. I knew there was something off about this. I just had no idea it would delve as deep as it did. I don't think any of us did, to be honest.
Listen, I'm obviously tied to legal obligations from this settlement with Twitch, but I just need to say what I can say since this is the effing internet. I didn't do anything wrong. All this has been probed and settled. Nothing illegal, no wrongdoing was found, and I was paid. Elden Ring Monday. So what is his plan? Is his plan to drop receipts? That's what I think should happen. It would be fascinating if he was going to sit there and drop receipts.
Yes, Chad. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think. What are your thoughts on this whole Dr. Disrespect situation? Do you think he's going to make a comeback? Do you think it's even possible? This is quite the scandal. However, I don't feel that it's quite as scandalous as the whole Mr. Beast situation. So I got a feeling he's going to bounce back. I got a feeling he's going to make a recovery. And I got a feeling he's got something hidden up his sleeve that he hasn't shown. He hasn't showed his whole hand yet. And I, quite frankly, am very excited to find out what that is. Are they the messages? That would be very, very interesting.
All of this up so idiots
so you guys
will make videos on it.
Stay tuned.
Continue to build the anticipation and the speculation to get the ideas out there and the conversation out there to more and more people. And he's really, really good at this. So is that the motivation behind it? Time will tell. Will it matter to some people? No. On both sides. You've got people on the pro-Doc side that they're absolutely going to support Doc no matter what. Understand it.
He has such a cult following that almost like the Mr. Beast situation. He's so big that he can't fail. He is the biggest YouTuber in the world. He is the biggest YouTuber in the world, on the entire planet. Is Doc even close to that? No. but I also believe that he's not someone to be toyed with either. I believe he has quite the influence and quite the reach if need be. And he also has a massive following in the millions. And that's something worth stating. Whether you agree with what he's done or not, he has a massive following, and I do not believe that's going to change.
You got people on the anti-Doc side that are going to hate him no matter what.
Correct.
And those are the NPCs. I don't think that there's a problem with you being a fan of somebody. And
yeah, I was a fan of the content that he put out. I'm not a fan of the shit that he's done behind the scenes. Obviously, I don't condone any of that. As a father, I do not condone any of this. If you did something wrong and you broke the law, you should have to pay for it. We've all made mistakes, but there are certain lines as a common sense adult, you know you should not cross those lines. And if you cross those lines knowingly, then you should be punished for it.
Trying to find the good in the situation, but the NPCs, the people that don't have a vested interest in Doc except to hate him and to choose.
Exactly. There are always going to be those people out there who just, their mission in life, their goal in life is to just shit on people. They have nothing better going on, or there's something terrible going on in their lives, and they just have to, force that horrible situation that is their life onto everyone else externally, you know? And then there's always going to be those people that are just out for clicks, simply put. I would like to see him bounce back. That's just my opinion. I'm a fan of his content, the games that he plays, his reactions. However, I have to make this very clear. I do not in any way condone the actions of any of these streamers, whether it be the Doc, whether it be Chris Tyson, Mr. Beast, anyone. If you're messing with kids, you should be punished. Period.
His downfall, though they're going to find someone else. Like I just said earlier, they're probably after Elon Musk right now because that's what they've been programmed to do. Then there's a large group of people in the middle, and I will consider myself one of the people in the middle because I'm so glad I'm alive right now. I'm not a hater of Doc. I'm just covering the story for what it is because I find it to be interesting and fascinating. And I can be swayed one way or the other based on these receipts if he has those receipts.
Exactly.
If he has those receipts. But
where are the receipts?
And this right here is the receipt as far as I'm concerned. Because there is no defense of that from that perspective. There just isn't. I don't know how you defend it. And it's not the fact that there was a message. It's the fact that he said that they leaned into that being inappropriate.
Look. All right, I'm watching Geeks and Gamers channel right now. This is him reacting to this whole situation. I have to go back to what I said previously about context. Male or female. These things matter. These things matter. It matters if it was a male or a female. It does. I'm not going to have the same conversations with a girl and have those same conversations with a guy. It's just not going to happen. That's not the way the world works. Guys have guy talk, girls have girl talk. That's just the way things are. That's the way things have always been. I'm not gonna sit there and talk to a female the same way that I'm gonna talk to one of my homeboys. Okay? And it just feels like this whole thing has been taken out of context. We're gonna have to wait and see what happens. Because at this point, it's all speculation, and while you can sit here and say that, you know, this tweet that he put out is damning, there aren't any real specifics. All we know is that he had a conversation on Twitch with a minor that sometimes leaned towards being inappropriate. And again, inappropriate could mean a vast array of things. It could mean so many different things. So I think the fact that people are just jumping on these few sentences that are in his his Twitter post, I think we all need to take a step back, readjust ourselves, and wait to see what happens. Speculation does no one any good.
And it's also,
I want cold, hard facts. I want solid evidence. I want printouts of these conversations.
been, I guess we're guessing that he knew that it was a person he shouldn't be messaging. That's a little speculation, but he's not giving the proper clarification. So all we can do is run with what we are seeing right there.
No. See, this is where I disagree. You do not have to take this and run with it. It's still early in the game. Just because he hasn't put out anything yet doesn't mean that he won't in the near future. So the fact that you're saying take this and run with it, that's premature, man, in my opinion. That's taking the reins without having the proper training and expecting that, you know, the horse is going to go in the direction that you want it to go. No, it's not going to happen. You don't know what's going to happen.
Unless he has receipts that are going to counter any of that, that's going to be the lasting legacy right there of Dr. Disrespect, unfortunately. So, you guys let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Where are you at on this? Are you pro-Doc and you don't really care? You're going to support him no matter what? Are you anti-Doc with your pronouns in your bio, and no matter what is said, you're still going to hate him because that's what you're trained to do? Not many of those weirdos watch this channel, but a few of them do. Because they have to, because they clip me out, they put me on Twitter, and thank you for that, by the way. Free promotion, always appreciated. Thank you for that. And of course, I think there's a big majority of people are going to be in the middle, wanting to see more information, and we will then make a educated decision off of the.
Look, I would really like to see Doc bounce back from this. I would really like to see him put out the evidence, show us the proof that he really did nothing truly wrong. And let's just get back to let's get back to doing what we were doing. I miss seeing the Doc Monday, Wednesday, Friday, sometimes on the weekends. I miss that. It was part of a routine. And not seeing him now, it sucks. I don't get it. I don't understand why people with all this, with the influence they have and the amount of followers that they have and all the money that they're making, why would you ever put yourself in a position like that? Ever? Why would you risk that? Why would you risk losing everything? It just makes no sense.
Formula and process into 10 simple.
Oh, I just don't get it, chat. Oh, look, Ben made a new video. He's back. Casper site has returned. The clearest UFO footage ever, shape-shifting UFO. If you haven't already come out, go ahead and check out Casper site. He does a lot of reaction videos. Great guy, real funny. I definitely recommend giving him a sub.
Videos of UFOs being captured on camera, and it's incredible. It really is incredible, and not just because of the UFO footage, but just thinking about it. I'm sure, right? Isn't it so strange that only a few years ago, if you were to have a conversation with somebody that you believe in UFOs or you believe in aliens, you'd be like laughed at and ridiculed. You know, told that you're a tinfoil hat or a conspiracy theorist, or in some cases.
Damn, Ben, you got some sun, buddy.
Arguments about it. Right? I know that I've had arguments with some of my family members about my thoughts and ideas about what's going on in the world, yeah, and what I believe and what I don't believe in, the conspiracy theories and stuff like that. Now, I'm not like a heavy conspiracy theorist, but some things I just think, hang on a minute, no, this doesn't add up quite right, you know. But anyway, I'm going to go through some videos of UFOs, like people have been sent spyware. People have sent me when I had like 3 weeks off. So thank you so much for sending me these over on X, okay, or Twitter. If you want to follow me on X, it's Casper site. Just go over and follow me and send me some like videos of UFOs and aliens and things like that. Okay.
This is why I
Or
need
you
a
can send me
laptop.
emails
I need a
on
computer so I can
Hotmail.com.
make better videos. I
Yes,
can't.
I've got a Hotmail account.
I really can't make anything longer than like 2
With
minutes
the content
on my
I've got
phone
with
because it's
UFOs,
such a
I've got
piece of
handful,
trash phone.
a lot of UFO videos
It's
that
holding
you've
me
sent
back
me
so
or you've
much.
captured or you've maybe found like links and YouTube videos and stuff like that. I will be going over them. But these ones on X seem to be a little bit more mainstream. Now, you may have seen them, but together, hopefully, we can sort of break it down and find out whether these are real, whether they're fake. I'm not too sure. I sort of scanned through them, and visually, they're amazing, right? I'm okay with debunking these because I do know, I believe that UFOs are real. Okay, so I don't mind debunking them. If I think that they look rubbish, they look rubbish. Okay, but these are the ones that I've saved because I thought, oh, these are really interesting. So the first two videos are from Todd Parron. Okay, and these ones will say two amazing UAP videos. One was,
You know, I'm glad. I'm really glad Ben came back. It's been a little bit more than 3 weeks. You know, I feel like we've lost enough people already. Don't take Casper's sight away. I'm so glad he came back. I hope that whatever was going on, if anything was going on, that everything's good. I hope everything's good, Ben. I hope the 3 weeks you took was enough for you to reestablish yourself and recenter yourself. So glad to have you back, Casper. Let's continue.
2013.
See, I would love to show these videos to you guys, but I can't. Or can I? Leave a comment and let me know if maybe I could turn the phone and maybe sit next to the screen and do my commentary fair use. Let me know. Let me know in the
First one, which is some kind of
comment section. I'm sorry.
That shoots down on top of a man's car. He quickly got out after it started coming through the windscreen. But that one there reminded me of the video that I did where these guys in Australia were going through Outback, probably. There's always Outback in Australia, isn't it? They were going on a dusty road, Outback, and their car was like covered in a beam. It rose off the ground.
I personally have never experienced anything extraterrestrial. I think it would be amazing to see something in the sky. I don't think I'd ever want to make physical contact with anything like that. I feel like it would physically cause harm. I think coming in contact with something that bizarre, something that otherworldly, would just not mix with human biology. And who knows if there are any beings in these craft? Who knows what they've been exposed to? You know, I mean, if they have in fact traveled the cosmos to get here, hypothetically speaking. I mean, who's to say they haven't been exposed to some things that we as humans should not be coming in contact with? That's just me. I'm okay seeing it from a distance. I don't want to see it up close. But I personally have never seen anything in the sky. I've talked to people that I know personally that claim they've seen things over the years. I ain't never seen nothing in the damn sky. All right. I've seen satellites. That's about it. But I ain't never seen no type of craft, no type of otherworldly type of craft or something like that shoot off at 6,000 miles an hour. That would be awesome. That would be life-changing, and I would no longer be a skeptic. And I'm not really a skeptic, really. I have to see it to believe it. And unfortunately, I have not seen anything. I've seen videos, okay? But I have never seen anything with my own two eyes. Just like I have never actually, as far as I know, except for maybe once, seen anything supernatural. Okay, I had this one incident in this apartment months back where I'm still convinced that I saw something. Okay, I don't want to get into it, but I'm still convinced that I saw something. I don't know what that was. It was just some solid black mass that darted out of view as I turned on my hallway light. At the bottom of the stairs, it looked as if some solid thing, solid black, darted out of view. Whatever that was, I don't know. Were my eyes playing tricks on me? Possibly. But I have never seen or experienced anything truly bizarre that would lead me to believe that ghosts are real or anything like that. That's just me. I'm not discrediting anybody who's ever experienced something like that in their life. If you have, that's awesome. That's cool. Scary, I'm sure, but that's still pretty amazing if you have, in fact, no cap, experienced something like that.
And then collapsed again, right? Because they're being chased by a UFO. If you want
That's just that's where I stand.
I'll probably put the link somewhere.
Again, make sure you guys check out Casper's site. He's got a lot of good stuff on there. Ben is a good dude. I forget what country he's from. I think he's from the UK somewhere. But he does a lot of ghosty woasty type content. And since the Miami Mall incident, he's really been on an extraterrestrial kick. So I highly recommend him and his channel. Check him out. I think he's at like 775,000 subscribers. So he's not small by any means. So he's got quite the following. So check him out. Also check me out too. Subscribe to my channel. Hit the like button. Share it. Tell your family and friends I'm a nice guy.
Look at that one first. See, every time I see like this glowing formation, right, I always think of that the video that I did on week 1, day 1 of my alien week.
Oh, look, he's talking about that now. Day 1 of his alien week. That, I don't know if any of you recall. I kind of feel like the media like blocked out a lot of it. I feel like a huge swath of the population has no idea that the Miami Mall incident happened. How like supposedly like these interdimensional beings like appeared in the mall. I mean there are claims that it was crowds of teenagers causing problems and popping fireworks and stuff. That's not going to bring in the entire police force. There was something else going on. And I think they covered up a bunch of it and just tried to like wishy-wash it into the ether, the internet ether, so that it was just, that I don't even remember like even the details of like really what happened. I just heard something about something that happened in the mall, and that was about it. Meanwhile, there was in my opinion, there was in fact a real situation that happened. I think something truly bizarre happened.
Fly off, they glow.
Yeah, look at the green light. It's like illuminating this car. It's like scanning this car or something.
Wow, it is.
Why is it doing that?
What's it capturing? What's it hitting in the sky?
Holy shit, man.
Lower, swirling around.
What's odd is there's no beam that's gonna.
You got to check out Casper's latest video. What I'm seeing right now, it just, a lot of the times you can your gut instinct tells you like, dude, that's real. Like this is not doctored. And if in fact that it's real, what the F?
down there, right? So it is laser, yeah?
This thing is hovering over this guy's car, and it's like scanning his vehicle.
And you can hear the noise it makes. And I'll show it so you can hear it. So I'll go back. Maybe you can
And then it just like that, it's gone.
see that.
Is it the wah 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 wah? I can hear.
That's what I hear. I hear a
That's
whoa, 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 whoa. Oh my God, man.
his fan of the PC, or
People are freaking out over this now, but imagine how people were responding to this like 1,000 years ago when we didn't have cell phones. When the only way you could tell a story is by grabbing a piece of stone and chiseling for hours or days, chiseling what you wanted to say onto this freaking rock. Can you imagine how terrifying that probably was for those people back then? I think this has been happening for a millennia. I think this has always been happening. But because we have cell phones now, it just seems like it's a new thing. Like, oh my God, all of a sudden there are all these craft in the sky. No, I think they've always been there, but we haven't always had the ability to document these things and film them. And now we have the ability to upload these sightings onto the internet so that millions, hundreds of millions of people can see it. You couldn't do that 1,000 years ago.
I mean, it's like a whistling. That's crazy.
That's wild. If that's real, like, what is it doing? It's just like this guy's car is just stopped. Which, why is it stopped? Like, I would be out of the car. I would not be sitting in the vehicle if some unknown craft was hovering over my vehicle, scanning it. I would not still be sitting in that car. Most likely, I would be freaked the fuck out at the fact that this is even happening and would probably be trying to get as far away from it as possible just for fear of the unknown. You know the old saying, people fear what they don't understand. It's so true. Things that we're very ignorant to, we immediately associate it with fear.
Then this starts happening. Where does it go?
It just blinks and it's gone. You blink, it's gone.
Did it just disappear?
You literally blink and then it's gone. The fact that these things, like, I watched the show not long ago, like Mysteries of the Skinwalker Ranch or something like that. And they were doing all these fancy tests with like lasers and stuff, and they were videotaping anomalies in the sky, and they did the math, and in one instance they caught something silver zip through the view of one of their cameras, and they did the math based on how it traveled over, through the frame rate. The guy said this thing was moving at like 5,000 or 6,000 miles an hour. Are you insane? Do you understand that for something to be moving that fast and for it to not disrupt the environment, if something flew over the ocean at 6,000 miles, it would cause, I would imagine, if you've ever seen Dragon Ball Z, the anime Dragon Ball Z, you know how when they're charged up, their aura glows around them while they're flying really fast? You see how it disrupts the water underneath them, like it causes like this like wave underneath them. It disrupts the water. This thing moving at 6,000 miles an hour does nothing to the environment. It doesn't whip up dust. You would expect something traveling that fast. What's the fastest land vehicle? like 300 or 400 miles an hour or something like that. 6,000 miles an hour, and it does nothing to the surroundings. Nothing. That's beyond breakneck speed. If a human were moving in a vehicle that fast, they would be liquefied. They would be jelly. You couldn't survive. A human could not survive that. Especially I mean, not a gradual takeoff to 6,000 miles an hour, let alone not even 6,000. I mean, a couple hundred miles an hour. You would be uncomfortable, and to take off instantly at that speed, you would probably die. The whole thing stinks, man. Something's off, and I don't know what it is.
I don't know, man. It seems too good to be true. It's bad quality, but it's at night, right? Unless he's got a bloody professional camera with an ISO on the billion, you know? This like, what's it hitting here? What's this laser beam hitting?
I think it's hitting like the debris that's in the air, like
That's weird,
like just the dust and the sand and stuff from, because it looks like they're on like a dirt road or something. So they may have came to a stop, and then like you know how you like your tires will disrupt the dirt on the ground and kind of send it up into the air. I think whatever this beam is, it's coming down, is hitting whatever dust or whatever's in the air, and I think that's what he's seeing. But to just sit in his damn vehicle while some anomalous craft just hovers over you, I don't know, man.
Hang on, look, wait 1 second. I'm looking up here because look. Hang on.
Third row, second from the left, or second from the right. No.
C2?
No, G3.
That looks like C2.
G3, dude.
We've got two little dangly bits here. Let's have a little look.
Or
is it C2 or is it this one?
Nah. It looks like a sombrero.
I reckon that's C2. Oh no, because that fan's up slightly and that one's down. I mean, these are just a few of what I think.
E2.
I need to update this.
Yeah, you do.
I was making my own, but anyway, I can't see which one that is. But that thing there, mate, comes out of it, and isn't it so strange that, remember that fake video? One I thought was absolutely amazing, where
hey, make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Also, I'm accepting donations if you guys want to help out the channel financially. You know, that's greatly appreciated. I haven't received any donations yet, but you know, just know that if I do, you know, then it won't be squandered. The plan is to put everything that I make back into the channel.
These are like little mini motherships that drop
there's
these
that.
Things and they fly off. And look at that, mate. How many times have we seen these weird ball things flying across? And people say they're weather balloons. It's these things, man.
You know, at the end of the day, I'm a father.
Look at say that.
I have a daughter. I have a wife, and I'm simply just trying to make a living like everyone else. I'm sick of the 9 to 5, man. I'm sick of being a slave to the whole work thing, man. You know, I don't think we were created to just slave away our whole lives. You know, just working bullshit jobs that we're unhappy with, and just to retire for a handful of years and then die, man. It just doesn't make any sense to me. This is the only thing I've ever done that I enjoy it. I'm happy with it. It makes me feel good. It makes me proud. But at the same time, I need help. I really do need help. I'm doing all of this from my phone, my piece of garbage phone.
I think it's really good.
You know, the fact that I've managed to get as many subscribers as I have with just a shitty cell phone is mind-blowing.
Right?
So imagine what I could do if I had all the right equipment, you know, that had the camera setups, if I had, you know, some nice microphones, good lighting. I could do a lot, man.
It's picking that up.
And I know I can. I know I can. I know I have the potential to put out better content. I just feel I just feel trapped where I am right now.
The orb itself has a giant eyeball kind of lens or something on top. And maybe that's the attachment to the UFO itself. But it's so
No, man, nah, I'm sorry, but I don't think that AI is doing a good job there. Maybe there's something going on here.
huge. How did something so big come out of this UFO? Unless both of them are like drones and there's no real pilots. But look at this. It's all spiky.
Yeah, no.
Alien movies where they come down, fly through the ship, tearing up the battleship, and use little spiky things to cut through all the metal and everything. Look, this is just crazy. Look at this. When it's focused, you can really see the distortion around it. I believe the spiky things, the things that look like sharpness, are actually probably caused by the propulsion systems. See, there's 4 of them down there. Usually there's 3. You see 4 bumps under this UFO, and you see these distortions around it. And people say, why are the UFO photos blurry? Because there is a distortion around it.
Yeah, there's like some type of force field or something.
The distortion from the propulsion systems cause
God, you know,
effect.
if they are real, man, I hope they don't mean us any harm. That's all. I don't want
I think
to.
it's done a pretty decent job and it's understood. Like AI, I'm talking about.
I don't want to be
It is
I don't
understood
want to
there's
be
sharp
a
edge
slave
here.
to a tyrant
But-
alien race.
Nah.
I would like to work for them, and whatever their goals are for us.
It's definitely not crisp.
I don't want to be a slave to them.
And
Slave's probably not the right word,
Why
so
is the
forgive me,
shape,
but you understand
like,
what
why is
I'm
it
trying
not
to say.
creating a sharp edge like this under it?
This screenshot shows the orb a little further away. And look, it's really focused on the bottom. And you can even on the top kind of it looks like there's a cockpit window showing. Do you see a darkness up there? Wow, this is cool. So
Sorry if I keep messing with my nose. It's like this mustache is driving me nuts, and it's not even that big. It's not even that big of a mustache because I trim it.
We'll
But
just see what he does here in a minute. So yeah, I think that what AI has done, it's seen this here, this. So you got white, like a bluish grey, and then blue. It's seeing that, and because it's long, it's going, okay, that's a sharp edge, right? But when it comes down to here, you've got so much pixelation. It's trying to make sense of the pixelation, all this stuff here. And so it says, okay, it's probably spikes. Yeah?
you know what's crazy is that you see these UFOs that look like flying saucers.
This is fake.
It's like
I'm just saying that AI, I don't think we can trust AI on this one.
that old basic ass shape. That's what y'all came up with. That's how y'all travel in a plate, in a plate with a dome window at the top of it. you would think that like they would have like some really sophisticated looking like craft, like. But then again, I mean, I'm just a stupid human being. What do I know? You know, if they're beings that have like traveled, you know, millions of light years or more to get here, who am I to try and pass judgment on them?
Hang on a second.
They clearly know more than I do.
Oh, hang on a second. I might be wrong here.
Hold on. There's a damn fly in here, and he has to die.
That actually does look like spikes and whatnot. That actually does look like it. So, look at that. I might be wrong.
Ooh, I see him.
I've been wrong once.
I got him.
Yeah, because look at this here. Somebody, in fact, it's funny because somebody said in comments, I saw in the comments there, somebody said it looks like barnacles from the ocean, see, because a lot of people think that UFOs actually come from the ocean. There's one theory that they've never even left. They're always been here.
That's crazy.
Okay.
The thing's covered in
Video
barnacles.
allegedly captured a triangular UFO flying over.
Hey, C4. If y'all want to sponsor my channel, man, hit me up.
In Brazil
I love your beverage.
The clearest footage yet of the
This is one of my favorites, the cherry popsicle.
The
Absolutely delicious.
Landing gear, which vanishes. What? Right, let's take a look at this. I've seen this, mate, and it reminded me of something, and I'm going to show you what I did in a second. Look, check this out. Look at this.
It's like warping its shape as it flies. Like,
Lazy Boy is proud.
that's crazy, man. I'm sorry. I know. Y'all are probably like, what the hell does he keep looking at? That's my cameras, man. I'm always looking at the monitor. About a year ago, I caught some homeless dude urinating on my back door. I had to go rough him up. So I'm always looking now. They just on a random street somewhere. This dude's filming something floating in the sky. That does not look like a drone that you buy at a store.
That is mental.
This thing is like doing this while it like the shape is just kind of like expanding and then de-expanding. Like, it's so weird.
I saw this. Look at that. Mate, is it me? Oh my god, is it me? But is it looking like it's doing this?
Yeah, yes, it's
spinning.
No, it's like it looks like it's breathing like.
But look at the points here. That's pointing down and that's pointing like straight out. But watch. Look at it. It's now pointing up, mate. Watch. Look. It's like it's a bloody tongue or something.
Or maybe these things are like have
that.
you know what I'm thinking?
Holy moly.
What if these craft are organic in themselves? Like, the craft itself has some type of organic essence to it. Like, it like not only is it possibly piloted by a biological being, but the ship itself has biological qualities. You know, like almost like the ship itself is alive. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe that's what it is. And like if in fact there are otherworldly beings that are piloting these things, they're kind of like one with the ship, and that's how they're able to travel at such breakneck speeds and like and be able to survive like taking off at 6,000 miles an hour, because they're basically one with the craft itself. You know, maybe that could possibly explain why there were reports like, what's his name? The famous guy who was on Joe Rogan's podcast, Bob Lazar, how he claimed that, you know, there weren't any seats or anything inside, you know, and it was very low. So like you couldn't like stand up. A fully grown male couldn't stand up inside. It looked like it was designed for smaller beings or people or whatever. So maybe these ships like have a life of their own, and you know, just these beings making physical contact with these ships, they meld into one organic thing, you know. That's a wild concept. Well, I wanted to do a quick stream on my YouTube. I'm gonna be back on Twitch later on this evening, just for whatever. We'll just kick it. But with that being said, make sure you guys subscribe to my channel. I do have plans for this channel. I'm not giving it up anytime soon. So stay loyal, stay friendly, Be kind to one another. Subscribe to my channel. Like the video. And have a blessed day.